Hey guys, Solarkneecaps here with another episode of Iron 2 Masters. Let's get it. So again, I think we're going to be following some similar formatting. We're going to talk about the early game. I think that's been the most beneficial for y'all. I've had a few messages talking about how the early game is kind of the hardest part. I mean, frankly, we're all... Okay, we got some characters in chat. I think that that's where a lot of the decision making kind of comes from, and there's a lot of bad habits you can develop in the early game. And again, as we're climbing, we're peaking towards platinum, guys. I think we're on game like 18, 17, something like that. So we're chugging along, no problems here. And I think we're going to be focusing on stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and we're going to talk about strongest board. We're going to talk about which augments to get, what to do in like this situation. It's like, okay, cool, we got some gold. Always check mutant. It's like a mediocre mutant. Grab the pair, and then we talk about which unit has the most value. So think about it, it's like, okay, well, great, we have 1 gold to play with. Like, who do we purchase from here? And I would just want to consider like which unit inherently has more value. And a great example that I often use is TF is a great early game carry that allows us to like put items on it, allows us to it's a great item holder, great carry. I mean, it's just an overall strong unit, and you should be prioritizing those sorts of augments. So here we have some interesting options. So we have featherweights, which I don't, usually play around with too much. Dual rule, we're just going to ignore that. We're not going to be playing Imperials. And then we have weak spot, which means that we're going to be playing something AD related. So first, let's just check scouting here just to see what everybody else is taking. Okay, everyone got some pretty strong ones. So featherweight's 1. We'll go ahead and take that. Why not? This is actually kind of a pretty fun augment. And the general idea here is that we're going to be pivoting out of featherweights at some point. So featherweights 1 is pretty strong, but not like overly crazy like featherweights 2 or 3. So we're going to be using this. The general idea is that we're going to be using it for like early game, try to carry with it, or at least try to win streak with it, and then pivot into something later in the game. So, okay, well, we don't really have the world's greatest frontline, but, I mean, frontline is frontline. We don't have Yordles yet. We definitely do want to level, so let's go ahead and here. That way we get scrap value, which I think is going to be quite nice. And we don't really have anything super great, so let's do something like this. Let's just get some more frontline. I kind of like that prospect a little bit more over, really going all in and trying to play. It's like, oh, we have to Twitch, we have to play Twitch, or oh, we have this, it's like, no, let's remember our fundamentals. Let's think about our front line. Let's use the fact that we have some pretty strong units, just because they're obviously going to be attacking quicker. I say as I get almost 2-0'd, but that's okay. I mean, I mention very frequently about itemizing your front line over your back line, and then this is a great example. It's like, well, I don't really have any frontline items. It was an aggressive carousel. There wasn't really any defensive items to choose. And I mean, the results speak for themselves. We just got completely ran over, no front line. It'd be nice to, hit... I mean, hitting something here to get innovators would be amazing. And I'm actually curious to see how featherweights work. I guess it's champions, not summons. Let's go ahead and do some basic scouting here. Okay, so we do have 1 blitz. Assassins. We do have a handful of assassins. Looks like they're kind of jumping down the middle. Probably going to want to put my units over here on the right. I saw the TF. Want to make sure that I don't get absolutely blitzed out by that TF. Okay, at least his eggs got 1 cast off. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. And I don't think we're going to be getting through this front line. I mean, god, jeez, we have double bodyguard. And, ooh, okay, we got and makeshift armor, so. No harm, no foul here. I know obviously we talked about idea of win streak. Oh. Okay, guys, this is the aggressive player in me. And I'll tell you my reasons for this. the general idea is like, okay, so you're at 2-3, you lost. Should you just keep losing? Yes, the answer is yes. There's nothing wrong with a lose streaking at this point. But obviously we have the chance of getting a lot stronger. You know, obviously getting Zillion here is huge because it gives us Clockwork and Innovator. I mean, that's just a massive buff. Oh, this does get attack speed? Whoa, because it's considered a 1-star unit, or a 1-cost unit? I don't know, that's interesting. He's got self-repair, that's a little bit annoying. Okay, well, you sniped the boy. Come on, Ezreal, just kill it before he responds. Oh! Okay, well, we still lost. That's good. Hey, we're actually doing a perfect lose streak. Now, what's great here is that, okay, so we leveled aggressively to, you know, we run into this issue. It's like, okay, it's at 2-3. What do you do? Do you, here, let me just kind of think. Okay, belt, armor, either one of those is great for our front line. So we're going to be going for this belt, or for some armor here. Nice. So at 2-3, you kind of have two options. Are you going to make 10, or are you going to pre-level? And the answer there is that, well, essentially it's kind of like I chose to pre-level, but I gave myself the option of maybe that's a bit strong enough power spike that I'm actually able to, ooh, that's actually a really nice pickup as well. It's pretty much strictly better than this. Do something like here. There we go. Essentially, it's the same concept of like, okay, well, I still was able to, you know, essentially I did the option of pre-leveling, and I gave myself the option of pivoting into a win streak. But now I lost, so we'll just kind of see what happens. I mean, we didn't exactly face like the strongest people. I mean, we kind of did, so we'll see how this goes. This one's looking pretty good. So we'll see. This is kind of an interesting power, you know, lobby here in terms of power level. This isn't the worst thing in the world, and we are kind of getting towards a pretty good possible 5 innovator game here. We'll have to replace Ez with something, which I don't think is going to be a big deal, but we could do 5 innovator and do a Seraphine carry. I think we have some pretty good items for it. Okay, do the Tarek check. Okay, it's a frontliner. That's not awful. So I guess here, if we win, we'll go ahead and make 20. We've talked about this before. Obviously, Tarek is a high value unit. I don't think anyone will disagree with that. But the general idea is that gold in the early game is better than gold in the late game. I mean, obviously having, you know, you can think about Windfall. There's a reason that they have to scale it up or really scale it down for the early game. Just because being able to hit those, oh, you know, that's me talking instead of scouting. And this actually might be technically one of the worst losses you can get, but we'll see. You never know. Get my Katarina attacks. Wow. So, well, you know, what's nice is, hey, at least I get to keep my Tarek. At least I get to keep my Tarek. And now I lost my train of thought. Thank you, Katarina. Much appreciated. But yeah, so this is... what you see here about losing 3 times, winning, and then losing might be one of the worst things that you can do. Thankfully, all my early game losses, were pretty good, so no harm, no foul. Really there. I don't even know. People are out here yapping. We're not going to worry about that. So let's go ahead and see who have we. Okay, well, we lost to the bottom guy, which seems a little ridiculous. This might be one of those sort of games. And all right, well, these are our 2 competition, who is a very strong there and very strong there. Okay, wow. So this is a very aggressive lobby, which is a shame because it seems like we're not really going to be getting much value out of our featherweights. I mean, we are getting value out of it. I mean, clearly, you know, we're getting complete value out of all of it, but obviously that's not quite enough. So slamming Shroud here is low-key not even that ridiculous. I just want to kind of keep that in mind for you guys. Just kind of want to put that in your brain. That slamming shroud isn't ridiculous. And if I can get a good shroud here, I 100% will. So we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, we're definitely shrouding that. And why? I mean, you know, Shroud is definitely higher value in the later stages. Kind of in the opposite of, you know, you see this guy slam Shiv, a fantastic item and super strong in the early game. It just gives you so much damage. It gives you attack speed, so you cast more. It gives you shred. It just gives you a whole lot. But in our case, Shroud is kind of considered to be the opposite. But recently, and I guess this is almost purely anecdotal, I've had just general good success with it, so it's just something to keep in mind that you don't always have to follow exact principles whenever you're playing, especially in some of these earlier heroes. So the other guy was, so I faced this fellow, and then I think it was this dude. So I'm quite okay with this, honestly. Let's hang out like this. This feels good. This feels good. Get a shroud on 2 units, not the worst thing in the world. Get my super powered Scarab, getting them on the shield, or getting them on the Socialite Hex. I'm not looking forward to when that Caitlyn casts and absolutely obliterates my one tank. Oh, he did get a cast off though. That was kind of huge. And bing bang boom. Easy peasy. And we'll go ahead and pick up a Camille. It'd be nice to 2-star something. Be nice to 2-star something. So, okay. Now we're here at a sort of interesting conundrum here. So we obviously have makeshift armor, which is fantastic. And frankly, probably what I'm going to go for. Item grab bag is good in terms of that. It just gives you another item, especially if you're trying to really win streak. It can be super beneficial. But, I mean, there's a big chance that you're just going to whiff. Scrap Heart, I think, is terribly underrated just because 4 scrap is really, really good. Crashed again. Bless my heart. I need to fix that. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and go makeshift armor. That's just going to make my entire board more tanky. Like literally everybody. And again, we're going to be kind of looking for general shroud value. Yeah, this seems fine other than this guy, but I fought him fairly recently. I don't think I've fought this guy yet, so that's who I'm going to be kind of prepping for. Something like that. Oh, Mr. 100. Happy to see you again. Alright, well, no shroud value there, but, you know, we're cruising along. I think this is definitely going to be a loss, but I don't think it's going to be a terrible loss. I mean, if we get some good Taric heals in here, we're able to kill off some key units. I mean, this guy is tanky. This dude is fucking tanky. Ezreal is trying his little heart out to kill this. Oh my gosh, this... Pretty sure that's 4 bodyguard with makeshift armor. This guy gets his principles. That guy is a very principled player. You gotta respect that. So again, at this point, we're really just kind of looking for frontline items. Tier would be secondary if we are gonna go for okay, well, never mind. So armor or belt is all fine. Or yeah, okay. All right, let's just grab this just to add a little extra tankiness to our frontliners. And there's a reason that I'm putting these items on Camille, is that in general I'm probably going to be selling that unit first. So it's okay for me to slam the items now, because in the case that, you know, eventually I'm probably going to put these items on this one, probably on a support unit, and then the tank items on a Jace eventually, if we can hopefully get there, or just another good frontliner, maybe even Taric, you never know. So for now, again, I kind of like where the shroud spot is. I might move it. Right now, there's one person that it doesn't hit, but everybody else, it's a pretty good spot. So we'll just do something like this. All right, yeah, we got a good shroud. Like to see it getting shroud value even now. Again, we have a lot of pairs that'll be nice to hit. We're really close on getting 5 Innovator. We're really just a Seraphine off, but I'm not really too worried about hitting that immediately. And we're not really getting like amazing wins or amazing losses, but you know, again, I'm trying to follow the principles as best as I can. itemizing my frontline, thinking about frontline. There's a reason I sold to get Blitzcrank over what's his face, Ziggs. And yeah, I mean, we're at this point we're just cruising. I think it's looking like an innovator game. I don't think we're incredibly contested. This guy is definitely going to be going to innovators, and he even has the he's going to outscale us in the late game. I'll just give you all that spoiler. Okay, and I'm seeing all the assassins over there. So we're staying far away as possible. And sheesh, another good shroud. Let's go. I mean, we're getting some great values, and even if these don't like translate into wins, it makes better losses, worse losses into better losses. So you know, at the end of the day, we're still getting value, and we're also kind of playing off the general principle of that an item that you use immediately, like you slay in the early game, is more valuable than an item that you slay later. In the same, because think about it, if you know, it's like a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. The fact that you used an item right now means that you're getting the benefits of that item as soon as you slay it, as soon as you play it. So, you know, yeah, is there a lot of different, you know, tank items that it can do? And, you know, there's a lot of, you definitely have to feel fairly confident about slamming Shroud and these sorts of things. And because armor is a very dynamic, you know, glove is a very dynamic item. I mean, these have a lot of propensity to make infinite items. But there's nothing. Oh, and there you go. We're actually getting. Okay. All right. Well, you know, we don't have any healing reduction. If you do play Seraphine, you do kind of want to. But all right. I mean, am I gonna say, you know, when life gives you triple armor, you just slam triple armor? I don't know what to tell you. Okay, this guy's already at 5 innovator. He's doing quite well for himself. Okay, you have the assassins. Okay. Do something like this. I mean, there's no saving Ezreal, sadly. I mean, we'd have to backline everything if we really want to play around the assassin player. So we're just gonna be hoping once again for a good loss, maybe get some nice Sunfire value. But I mean, this guy's got a little bit too much. Take our cavalry and attacks and move on. It's just the name of the game. Alright, go ahead and buy a couple MFs. We're just gonna be cruising to 5 or cruising to 8. And we fought the number 1 guy. We haven't fought the number 2 guy in a minute, and he also randomly has. Okay, it was cool. Seems cool. Wow, this is a strong lobby. I'm probably gonna bot for this lobby. I'm just gonna throw that spoiler out. I mean, goodness, sheesh. If people are out here this lobby, I ain't gonna front. This is a strong-ass lobby. This is a strong-ass lobby. I even got the QSS for his Kog'Maw. Damn. Ain't that something. Ain't that something. And he has underdogs. God. It's so strong. These boards are so strong today. Man. So, let's talk about the concept of rolling at 7 to stabilize. We are unstable right now. We should stabilize. How do I know that? Well, we're getting our ass kicked. It's pretty much that simple. Okay, well, you know, let's for now, well. Yeah, I guess for now we'll have to. We'll put this as our tank. Put our dude over here. Something like this. Some shroud value there. Haven't really too much time to worry about positioning with this Galio Scion at 4-3. Okay. It's definitely not nothing. It'd be cool if we hit that TF. The only source of damage on the team. Hey, there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. I think just literally hitting that Seraphine's gonna give us just enough breathing room to go 8, but we really wanted to stabilize there. Jace would be a monster of a pickup for us. Let's see if we are ever so okay, cool, cool. Gotta love it. I guess now, let's go ahead and snag tier. Let's see. So this is the guy that we're contested with. So I mean, he's got, you know, pretty good items. He's pretty much got our comp. Thankfully, he's up there. So the general idea is that he won't be able to get as good items as us, but we're definitely going to be maybe bursting to 8 a little bit quicker than intended, just to guarantee of hitting our items. So for now, we'll put Seraphine here, put it in the corner. Shroud right here, or something like that. Let's go ahead and scout. Like middle-ish is looking just fine. God, and wow, there's... These lobbies aren't a joke. These lobbies aren't a joke today, guys. I feel like we've been kind of cruising these past few, but we kind of have to put our try-hard pants on. Starting to feel like... we're facing the #1 guy. Great. Guy that is... Oh boy, yeah, this dude is fucking strong. This boy, beefy. And, oh my gosh, he literally has everything. That's kind of crazy. How he literally has everything. Okay, so I mean... Face another guy. I'm just going to copium. We're just going to copium, guys. Ain't nothing to worry about. Ain't nothing to worry about. We're maxing and relaxing. It's really simple. We got 2 lives, so we're just going to roll down and believe. And, you know, frankly, we're just kind of in the mix right now. We're kind of in the mix. All right, so let's go ahead and keep with the makeshift armor, because that also helps our bear. And, okay, now we're just going to try not to die. Operation Try Not to Die. So we're looking for... Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to put Jin in here. Why not? Okay, Oriana, we definitely prefer that. No, yes. Keep rolling. Okay, yeah, we'll take one of these. We don't want any of these. Okay, cool. Yeah, we take those. Make our bear a little stronger. Okay, we definitely do want Yuumi at some point. Yuumi over whom, though? Yuumi over whom? Hard to say, hard to say. Again, let's scout. We have time to scout a little bit. Let's kind of do a little protective wall around our guy. Okay, and we're up against our clone. So in theory, we should have a pretty tanky bear. I guess that's the general concept. He does have I don't know, what's it called? He does have this self-repair, and he also has Janna, which is something we don't quite have yet. So he's just going to continuously get more and more frontline. And yep, he's outscaling us as predicted, but that's okay. That's okay. That's probably our worst matchup. I'm going to hold on to this Yuumi. It's kind of key. Kind of key to our comp. I think we're actually looking pretty strong. Believe it or not, I'm actually kind of cozy here. We're probably going to... I mean, it's super not necessary. To be nice to hit something to replace this Ezreal with, so we can put it on our Seraphine. And I think once we do that, we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. Again, let's just focus on our scouting, you know? Okay, so... Shrouding, and let's focus on where people are on the back. So we have back right, because obviously we want to attack to the sides. Oh, okay. I mean, that's fantastic. That's fantastic for us, actually. Okay, so let's just roll a little bit. We're just kind of looking. It's ironically kind of looking for an Ez, but you know, it's no harm, no foul. Put this on here. We don't really have. I mean, we'd have to give up Blitzcrank, but Scrap is kind of a big deal, and that's more frontline. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do it. Is also gonna give us the opportunity to maybe Shroud Cheese a little bit better. Holy shit. This guy has Shanko 3. What is this lobby? Alright, guys, so this is going to be a lesson about copium. You know, sometimes the day is just not yours. Sometimes you run into lobbies that may seem unfair on how strong they are, and may seem like, hey, is there any reason that like I'm just losing? Like what's going on? Like I feel like, you know, I probably shouldn't like lose to some of these comps, like what's going on? And at the end of the day, if you complain, you're gonna be fine. If you complain, you're gonna be fine. I don't know what. God, are we playing the same game? Are we playing the same game, guys? Come on now. Okay, we are really actually looking for anything as a roll or something. Huh. Make some power moves here. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. So we could probably go ahead and replace Oriana. Oh, actually, we already do have Scholar. Oh, scrap value is so good. Oh, these are some tough choices I'm having to make, guys. I'm not gonna lie. We're making Academy spat. We just need to slam some items. We need to not die. We need to keep what little life we have left. That Jhin with perfect items, absolutely obliterating our team. But maybe, just maybe, through the power of casting. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Okay, cool. It's a jinx. Didn't really do anything for me, but yeah, you know, it's a jinx. Not a jinx. Oh, Yuumi over Janna. Oh, man. I'm going to say yes. I'm actually going to say yes. I'm going to say Yuumi over Janna. Final answer. Why? Because it gives us just, I mean, getting scrap and an extra enchanter, I think is going to be a big deal here. I think it's going to be a big deal here. Oh, that is unique Jhin items. If I've ever seen some. You know, I've totally forgotten about Blitzcrank this whole time. It's as unfortunate. Since now we have no access to backline. Okay, well, all right. I'll let me fix my positioning here, and I think we're gonna be okay. Can we? Oh, that's bodyguard Scion too. Golly, dude, this is an absurd lobby. But hey, 2 health is better than 1. Okay, Shroud, blue buff, also pretty nice for us. Let's fuck it. Yeah, let's grab this. Buff. Let's get it. So our hope is that we just never play this guy ever. And let's use this time to scout a little bit. So we want to be on the right-hand side. Definitely want to be on the right-hand side. Right-hand side. Yeah, this sort of definitely is the general consensus here. Okay, so that changes some things. So now we lose scrap value, which I think is okay. Why? Because that gives us more frontline, which, as we all know, is great. Let's do something like this. We don't want to... So here, 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 here. I'm getting shrouded, but, you know, life's not about worrying about if you get shrouded or not. You know, these things happen. This is just life. That's just how life do sometimes. We're against our shadow clone. But through the power of rolling more aggressively than him... Oh, wow, his bear came to life. That's kind of funny. So now we're actually going to replace our Janna with Yuumi, so that way we get our Academy value. Get this man off the board. And yeah, so now we're going to do something like this. You know, probably something like this. This. Go ahead and let's just roll for... Oh, I passed up. Pretty key unit. Hate to see it. Love to see it. Okay, so all right, we're going back to this side, guys. I'm back to this side. I saw the assassins. I made a last-second maneuver. Hopefully it works out. Half-decent shroud. I'm a little concerned about, you know, perfect high roll going on here. I'm pretty sure our Seraphine's just going to get one shot. Yeah, and that's going to be it. And sadly, this is the guy we had to beat in order to top. But okay. Hey, you know, I think there's some lessons learned going on here. I think everyone involved is pretty surprised that this is uh not a only a fifth. So clearly this was a pretty strong lobby, I think we have to say, and even the, you know, the ones that we, I mean, look at the guy that came in last. Like, I mean, I guess this is a shamble of units, but is that like really that's eighth place? So the game is not always about winning. If you're going to climb, sometimes you have to realize that you need to mitigate your losses. Is there things that we could do more accurately in the game? Probably. Is there a little bit better luck, better skill? You know, all these, make sure we're scouting and having quicker macro? Probably. But at the end of the day, we're making good decisions. We're following our fundamentals and we're limiting our losses. It's a lot easier to climb if you're top four consistently, and then when you don't, it's a fifth or a sixth, versus tanking with an eighth. Sometimes you have to realize that, you know, maybe this lobby isn't yours and you need to play slightly differently in order to maximize your results. Now, obviously, sadly, we lost to Li Ni, which was the guy that we were up against, but clearly we were stronger than him, so it's just kind of the luck of the draw. It's hashtag unfortunate, but like I said, it's just one of those things. It's just one of those lobbies, and I'm happy with fifth. So go ahead, follow me on Twitch where you watch me climb on my Masters account. Yes, I'm a Masters losing in gold. Post it in the chat. You gotta love it. If there's anything else you want to talk about, put it in the chat. Let me know. We can talk about it on the next episodes. Follow me on Twitch. I stream 2 to 4 times a week. We're playing chess. We're playing TFT. We're playing Minecraft. All the good stuff. But hopefully y'all learned something. At the end of the day, that's what we're doing it. That's what this whole series is for. I'm trying to help you guys gain LP. So post down below if you're getting LP. Let me know. Let a brother know. Come on, cuh. But that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all learned something. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.